All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Monday night as we have a doubleheader for you tonight. We'll be wrapping up Week 10 of our current sim season. We'll have the Sunday night game and then the Monday night game to wrap up the week. First up, the Sunday night game, it'll be the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Buffalo comes in at 6-3. They're currently in third place in the AFC East. The Dolphins are 8-2. The Jets are a half game back at 7-2. The Jets play later tonight. And the Bills are 6-3. A game and a half behind the Dolphins and a game behind the Jets. Kansas City 7-2. They lead the AFC West by a game over the Raiders. The Raiders play the Jets later on tonight as we wrap up Week 10, like I said, of our current sim season. Evil Dead is currently 92-57. That puts him, 25 games over 500? I think that's what that is. And Viking Skywalker is 30-26. I said 25 earlier. Here's 30-26. Mecky Meck is in the house waiting for the Jays game. I hope the Mariners win. I used to live in Seattle, so go Mariners. I hope they can win tonight. Mecky Meck, keep me posted on that game, if you will. All right, Misty's a million over 500, she says. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. As we head out to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City for this one, Bills and the Chiefs here at Jammin' Sports, and Viking Skywalker taking the Bills in this one. We'll see who Evil Dead takes if he comes in. Evil Dead is in the process of moving. I don't know if he'll be here or not. They're setting up the new house. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, here we go. Welcome into Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. It's the Bills and the Chiefs. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Monday night. The first half of our doubleheader. Jets Raiders after this. This is our Sunday night game. The flex game, the game of the week. The 6-3 Bills, the 7-2 Chiefs. And it looks like Buffalo will get the ball first. We're underway live from Kansas City. From the 4-yard line on the return for Buffalo, number 25, John Peoples. And Peoples brings it out to the 25-yard line. And that's where Buffalo will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Mason Cross, in his third year out of Vanderbilt. Buffalo trying to keep pace with the Jets and Dolphins in the AFC East. That's a 3-team battle going on right now. So Buffalo will start from their own 25. Excuse me. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Cross in the shotgun. Cross throws quickly and tries to dump it across the middle to Alden McGinnis. Incomplete. Waldo's here. All right, Waldo, who do you got? Viking Skywalker's got the Bills. Waldo's going with the Bills, too. All right. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for Buffalo at their own 25. Cross in the shotgun. Hartman in motion. Misty's going with Buffalo too. Cross throws outside to Hartman. The rookie receiver out of Cal Berkeley. Out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, 3rd and 5. Mecky Meck taking Buffalo as well. Mecky Meck is going to keep up with the Mariners and their Blue Jays. I'm hoping the Mariners win. On 3rd down, Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking, throws down the middle, caught by McGinnis, but he's going to be shy of the 1st down. He needed 5, he got 4. Leon Holmes, the linebacker, on the tackle for Kansas City in his 5th year out of Arkansas. And McGinnis got shaken up on the play, the 5th-year receiver out of Southern Miss. It'll be 4th and 1. The Bills go 3 and out. They'll have to punt unless they go for it here. At their own 34, they probably will not go for it. Let's see what they do. They're going to punt. Cedric Givens back to punt for Buffalo. Givens gets the punt away. And this will be caught at the 20, fair caught at the 21 actually, by Francis Floyd, the 3rd-year receiver out of Notre Dame. Starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs is Corey Morris, the rookie out of LSU. The Mariners have always been your second favorite after the Marlins. I used to live in Seattle. The Mariners are the only Major League Baseball team that has never made the World Series. They came around in 1977. It's been a long time. And I'm hoping they can win Game 7 tonight. 1st and 10, Morris in the shotgun, 4 wide. Morris looking. Morris rolls out, throws deep, and incomplete. Breaking up the pass, number 31, John Harris, the former Seahawk, in his 14th year out of Texas. It'll be 2nd and 10. The intended receiver was Justin Vaden, the tight end. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs at their own 21, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking, throws near side and caught by James Cooper for a 3-yard gain out to the 24-yard line. Aaron Catledge on the tackle. Cooper in his 9th year at a Texas Christian. 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking. Throws down the middle and caught by Kerwin, the tight end. Tom Kerwin, a big gain out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 23 yards. 2nd-year tight end out of Oklahoma. When it comes to baseball, the Cardinals are my favorite team, followed by the Reds. First and 10, Kansas City from their own 47-yard line. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris, hands off, coming around the near side. Down the sideline, a big gain by Trey Graham, down to the 32. "21 yards for Trey Graham, the 6th-year receiver out of Washington State. And that's another Kansas City first down. Buffalo went 3 and out on the opening drive, on their opening drive, and this is Kansas City's opening drive. And the Chiefs have worked it down to the Buffalo 32-yard line. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris looking, throws, dumps it off, and caught once again by Graham inside the 15, down to the 12. A gain of 20, and another Kansas City first down. Chiefs are on the move, 1st and 10 now from the Buffalo 12-yard line. Buffalo, like I said, trying to keep pace with the Jets and the Dolphins in the AFC East. The Chiefs come into this week a 1-game lead on the Raiders in the AFC West. 1st and 10 from the 12. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris throws underneath and caught by Vaden to the 7-yard line, a gain of 5. Justin Vaden, the 12th-year tight end out of Tennessee. Now we'll have the Jets and the Raiders next. That'll be the Monday night game to wrap up the week, and that should be a good one. The first place Jets, the second place Raiders. On 2nd and 5 from the 7, they hand off to Vaughn Manning. And Manning is going to get a yard to the 6-yard line, and one of the offensive linemen got shaken up. That's Drake Brooks, the right guard. He'll go to the sideline. 3rd and 5 for Kansas City now at the Buffalo 6-yard line. Clock stops with 5 minutes even left in the first quarter. Kansas City's opening drive. I prefer Buffalo in the old school Super Bowl era uniforms. 3rd and 5 from the 6. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris, he's going to take off. And Morris in for the touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run by Corey Morris, the rookie out of LSU. And the Chiefs take a 6-0 lead. Buffalo went 3 and out, but the Chiefs got a touchdown on their opening drive. I don't know who Evil Dead would have picked in this one, but I know he's picking the Jets in the next one. Marks for the PAT. The kick is up. Philip Marks. And it's good. And the Chiefs lead it 7-0. 4:55 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 10, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead's taking the red team. Oh, well, he didn't give me his pick. Well, it's too late now. The Chiefs have scored. And now here's the kickoff by Kansas City. From the 6-yard line on the return for Buffalo. Number 25, Peoples, on the returning end. John Peoples out to the 28-yard line. And that's where Buffalo would take over, 1st and 10. 4:50 left in the first quarter. See if the Buffaloes can answer with a score of their own. First and 10, 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross throws near side. And caught by David Scott, the tight end, out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 7. The 9th-year tight end out of Texas. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Buffalo comes out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Cross in the shotgun. In motion is Franklin, the running back. Empty backfield now. Cross, drops back, throws, and it's tipped at the line. Getting his hands on it, number 91, Arthur Randall, the 6th-year defensive tackle out of Harvard. It'll be 3rd down. The Bills don't have a first down yet. This is their second possession. 4 wide, 3rd and 3 from their own 34-yard line. Evil Dead pick Chiefs. All right, I'll put him down. Throws and caught by Franklin out to the 39, a gain of 5. And that'll be a first down for Buffalo. I'll put him down for it. You're probably right, Misty. He probably would have took the Chiefs. 1st and 10, Buffalo at their own 39. 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. Cross. Hands off to Franklin. And Franklin makes his way to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Clock is moving. 3:35 and counting here in the first quarter. On 2nd and 6. 4 wide. Cross in the gun. In motion is Collins. And they fake the handoff, throw to Collins in the flat, turns upfield, and Collins out to the 46-yard line. Isaac Collins, the rookie receiver out of Virginia. A 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Buffalo. So Buffalo finally has a first down. Let's see what they can do here on 3rd and 3 at their own 46-yard line. That's true. That's true, Baldwin. 4 wide, cross in the shotgun. Franklin in motion. Cross, throws down the middle, wide open. Down the field, number 83, Tyson Crawford, down to the 19-yard line. It's a 35-yard gain for Tyson Crawford, the 3rd-year receiver out of Penn State. Okay. Misty says hi, everybody. 1st and 10, Buffalo at the Kansas City 19-yard line. Everybody in tight. Cross. Now they shift. Still everybody in tight. Cross. Hands off to Franklin, and Mark Franklin to the 11-yard line. The 8th-year back out of Vanderbilt, Mark Franklin, the former Ram. He's been on Buffalo now in his 5th year. A gain of 7 will be 2nd and 3 from the 11-yard line. We're coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 2nd and 3 from the 11. Franklin in motion, cross in the gun, cross back, cross throws underneath, and caught by Crawford again, and he's in for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown catch by Tyson Crawford. And the Bills answer with a touchdown of their own. It's now 7-6 with the extra point to come. That was a nice drive by Buffalo. Waldo says hi, Misty, and so does Skywalker. She says hi. Misty made me some barbecue chicken for dinner tonight. It was awesome. With pinto beans and cabbage. It was awesome. And there's enough left over for tomorrow. Awesome. Shane Van Auken for the extra point, the rookie out of Indiana. The kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. 1:48 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Our Week 10 Sunday night game. The NBC Game of the Week. Collinsworth, Tirico. Football night in America. All that. Buffalo will kick off. Van Auken will kick. It'll be fielded at the 8-yard line, bringing it back for the Chiefs. On the return is Trey Graham out to the 34-yard line. First down, Kansas City in a tie ball game. All I had was chicken soup. You're sick? I'm sorry to hear that, Viking. I hope you get better soon. There's leftover mail. Me some. If there's leftover mail, you some. What now? Yeah, Gracie was sick for one day last week, but she got over it. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Graham in motion. Morris looking. Rolls out. And he's going to take off. And he makes it out to midfield. A gain of 16 yards for the rookie quarterback. And he slid. He's learning. First down, Kansas City. Kansas City last season finished 5-11. So they are a surprise this season. At a 7-2 start, leading the AFC West. Morris on 1st and 10 throws outside to Manning. And Vaughn Manning out to the 49-yard line. The 7th-year back out of Hawaii. Crawford on the tackle, number 57. LaDainian Crawford, the former Jet, in his 5th year out of Penn State. You're sick of Evil Dead. 2nd and 11 from their own 49. 4 wide. That got tipped at the line, incomplete. Getting his hands on it and almost picking it off was Tay Cousins, the 6th-year defensive tackle out of Florida State. That'll bring up 3rd and 11 for Kansas City now at their own 49-yard line. I got the rowdy kitty in my lap here. On 3rd and 11, Morris back. Morris looking. Morris rolls out, in trouble, and he's going to take off down the sideline. He picks up the first down with his feet again, down to the 35-yard line. A 16-yard gain for the rookie. John Henderson on the tackle, the linebacker, in his 9th year out of Penn State. But that's another first down for the Chiefs. As Morris takes off again. And Morris is a pretty big quarterback. He's like 6'5" and a half. He's a load. Down to 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 35 in the I formation. Morris hands off to Manning. And Manning down to the 31, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Our Week 10 Sunday night game, 2nd and 6, 5 wide for the Chiefs. Morris throws inside and caught by Trey Graham out to the 27, a gain of, let's see, it'll be a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. Kansas City in field goal range. And now the Chiefs come out 4 wide, single back. Morris in the shotgun from the Buffalo 27-yard line. In motion is Vaden. Morris looking, throws, caught by Graham to the 21-yard line, a gain of 6. And that'll be another Kansas City first down. That'll move the chains. We wrap up Week 10 tonight with our doubleheader. We'll start Week 11 tomorrow night. It'll be the Cowboys and the Rams. 5 wide, Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris, a quarterback draw, and Morris down to the 19-yard line, a gain of 2 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. 6:51 and counting here in the first half. Kansas City trying to retake the lead on 2nd and 8. 4 wide, Morris in the gun. Morris looking, throws, and caught by Vaden, turns upfield, touchdown, Kansas City. A 19-yard touchdown catch and run by Justin Vaden, the tight end. And Kansas City retakes the lead, 13-7. Just a simple crossing pattern. And he turned upfield and got into the end zone for the touchdown. And now Philip Marks, the 5th-year kicker out of Kentucky, will come on for the extra point. And now Marks for the PAT. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Chiefs lead it 14-7. 6:31 left here in the first half here at Arrowhead Stadium. Kansas City, Missouri, our Week 10 Sunday night game. Who do they play next week in Week 11? Kansas City will be off next week. It's their bye week next week, and in 2 weeks they host Seattle. And for Buffalo, next week they play at the Baltimore Ravens. Philip Marks will kick off for Kansas City. From about the 4-yard line on the return, this is Landon Atkins, rookie out of Kansas State. Brings it back to the 21-yard line. Bunch of rare airheads playing at Arrowhead. Chiefs lead it 14-7, 6:28 left in the half. Buffalo with the ball. Kansas City does get the second half kickoff. 4 wide for the Bills. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking, throws, and caught by David Scott out to the 32. A gain of 11 for the big tight end, and that'll be a first down for Buffalo. David Scott in his 9th year out of Texas. Got a good crowd on this Monday night. I appreciate it. Yes, definitely. 1st and 10. They hand off to Franklin. And Franklin's going to lose a yard back to the 31-yard line. Arthur Randall, the defensive tackle, made the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Bills back at the 31-yard line. 4 wide for the Bills. Cross in the shotgun. Crawford in motion. Cross looking. Throws near side and caught on the sideline by Alden McGinnis out to the 42. That'll be a gain of 9. It's going to bring up 3rd and inches. Be a gain of 10, actually. Be 3rd and inches at the 42-yard line. Clock is running, 5:25 and counting. here in the first half. Buffalo comes out 4 wide, crossing the gun. Hands off. No, takes it himself. A quarterback keeper picks up the first down out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 5. And that'll be a first down for the Bills. Coming up to make the tackle, Melvin Keith, the rookie safety out of Louisiana Tech. First and 10 for the Bills. 5 wide. Cross in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Cross looking. Cross throws and fires it to Scott across midfield to the 44-yard line. A gain of 9. And that'll bring up 2nd and inches. Clock continues to move. 4:35 and counting here in the second quarter. Buffalo comes out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Cross in the shotgun. Cross to Franklin. Gets the first down and gets down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. Coming up to make the tackle, number 38, the safety, Philip Eric, in his 5th year out of Albany. Bills on the move, 1st and 10 from the Chief 40-yard line. Cross in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Hartman in motion. They hand off to Franklin, and Franklin is going to lose a yard as 97 makes the tackle. That's Terry Eves, the 4th-year defensive tackle out of North Carolina State. 2nd and 11 for Buffalo at the Kansas City 41. Clock is moving. 3:40 and counting. 5 wide, empty backfield. Cross in the gun. Cross throws near side. Caught by Scott, the tight end, down to the 29. A gain of 12. And that'll be a Buffalo first down. When all else fails, throw it to the tight end. 1st and 10 Buffalo at the Kansas City 29-yard line. 4 wide once again. Cross in the shotgun. Cross. Hands off to Franklin. And Franklin to the 25. A gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. 3 minutes left in the half. It's a long drive by Buffalo. Cross in the shotgun, a back on either side. 2nd and 6. Cross throws, dumps it off to McGinnis. And Alden McGinnis down to the 22. That'll be a gain of 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Tackle made by Darius Banks, the 10th-year defensive back out of Oregon State. 3rd and 3 for Buffalo at the Kansas City 22-yard line. 4 wide, everybody in tight. Cross in the gun. Cross looking, throws, caught down the middle by Tyson Crawford down to the 15. A gain of 7, and that'll be a Buffalo first down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. As we're live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Our Week 10 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports, the Flex game. 1st and 10, cross in the gun from the Chief 15. Cross, looking, throws, caught underneath by Hartman. That's Tom Hartman, the rookie receiver out of Cal Berkeley. And that'll be a gain of 8 down to the 7-yard line, bring up 2nd and 2. It's a long, sustained drive by Buffalo. Viking Skywalker Waldo hoping the Bills score here on 2nd and 2. Franklin in motion. Cross, throws to the end zone, and is picked off by Kansas City. Melvin Keith, the rookie out of Louisiana Tech, picks it off. And Buffalo will come up empty on that drive. The Chief defense comes up huge. They were looking for not Trey Graham, that would be McGinnis. And the safety, Keith, makes a great play. And now Kansas City's offense comes out onto the field. And they're going to try to get a score before halftime and to put them up by 2 scores. They still have all 3 of their timeouts and 1:18 to work with. It's a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10, Chiefs at the 20-yard line. Four wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Vaden in motion. Morris throws near side. Caught by Manning. He's going to be hit for a loss of 5 yards. The Bills were right there, led by linebacker Ashley Webster, the second-year linebacker out of Northern Illinois. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Bills, or for the Chiefs, back at the 15-yard line. That play went nowhere fast. Jets Raiders after this. That's our Monday night game to wrap up the week. A big game for both teams. And a timeout was called by the Chiefs with 56 seconds left until halftime. A lot of red outfits in the stands for the Chiefs fans out there. A sea of mostly red. There's some yellow in there. 3 wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun. 2nd and 15. Morris looking. Morris throws. Caught. Oh, dropped. Manning couldn't hold on. That'll stop the clock. 52 seconds left in the half. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Chiefs at their own 15-yard line. Buffalo would love to get a stop and get the ball back. Third down, 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris to Manning. Gets outside, and Von Manning to the 22. A gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th and 8. Coming up to make the tackle, John Harris, the former Seahawk, the 14th year safety out of Texas. Buffalo takes a timeout to stop the clock with 48 seconds. As Kansas City will punt. Kenneth Arnold in the punt in his 5th year out of Michigan. Gets the punt away from the 31-yard line. On the return is John Peoples out to the 41-yard line. 40 seconds left for the Bills. Can they at least get in field goal range? They need about 25 to 30 yards for a field goal attempt. 40 seconds, and they have 2 timeouts. From their own 41, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Cross in the shotgun. Hartman in motion. Cross fakes the handoff. Cross, he's got time. He throws deep downfield, and it's nearly picked off again as it was tipped by McGinnis. And Melvin Keith had another shot at it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Bills at their own 41. 33 seconds left until halftime. Cross in the shotgun. Hartman in motion. Cross throws to Hartman in the flat, and he gets nailed by Luke Crosby. Incomplete. Crosby, the 7th year safety out of UNLV. 3rd and 10 for the Bills at their own 41. 29 seconds left in the half. 4 wide for Buffalo. Cross in the shotgun. Cross draws back. Cross throws deep down the side. Oh, he had a man open. David Scott was open, and he overthrew him. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 10. Well, Buffalo goes 3 and out. Cedric Givens will come on to punt. Gets the punt away from, and a fair catch at the 13-yard line by Francis Floyd. 19 seconds left until half. Let's see what Kansas City does here. They might just take a knee and go to halftime. Up 14-7. Kansas City will get the ball first in the second half. Do they run a play? Do they take a knee? What are they going to do here? They'll run a play. Everybody in tight. Morris under center. Single back. Morris to Manning. And Manning plows forward out to the 20-yard line. A gain of 7. Neither team taking a timeout. They're going to let the clock run down. As we go to halftime. Halftime score, Kansas City 14, Buffalo 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. We go to the second half. Chiefs lead it over the Bills 14-7. The Chiefs at 7-2, the Bills at 6-3. This could be a playoff preview, you never know. There's the second half kickoff from the 3-yard line. On the return, Francis Floyd out over the 25, out to the 26-yard line. And that's where Kansas City will have it. 1st and 10, up 14-7. Corey Morris, the rookie out of LSU, comes back out. Can Kansas City go up by 2 scores, or will Buffalo get a stop? Jimmy Jam with Waldo and Viking Skywalker in the house. Great to have you along. Misty's here. 1st and 10. Morris throws and caught by Manning down the sideline, across the 50-yard line, down to the 45. 29 yards to Vaughn Manning down the sideline, and a first down for the Chiefs. Great play to start the second half. First and 10, Chiefs at the Buffalo 45-yard line. Everybody in tight. Morris under center. Stud Lover Boys in the house. Good to see you, Stud. Morris throws. Caught by Trey Graham out to the 33. A gain of 8. No, more than that. A gain of 12. First down, Chiefs. Good to see you, Stud. As always, the first half of our doubleheader tonight. Jets Raiders after this. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Morris in the gun. Morris to Manning. And Manning bouncing around. Gets a yard at best. It'll be 2nd and 9. John Henderson on the tackle, the linebacker. Coming up on 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Chiefs up by a touchdown. On the move. Kansas City's trying to stay atop the AFC West all by themselves. If they win this game. 5 wide. Morris in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Morris throws and caught by Vaden down to the 18-yard line. Justin Vaden, a 15-yard catch. Yeah, it's too much. I don't like the Monday night doubleheader. Especially for those on the East Coast. You'd have to stay up way past midnight to watch them. 1st and 10 from the 18. Morris in the gun. 4 wide. Morris drops back, throws, and caught by Tom Kerwin to the 13-yard line, a gain of 6. Kerwin, the second-year tight end out of Oklahoma. It'll be 2nd and 14 from the 13-yard line. Yeah, I don't like him. But I don't watch the real NFL anymore, so it really doesn't matter to me. 2nd and 4 from the 13-yard line, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Vaden in motion. Morris looking. Throws underneath. Caught by Kerwin down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 1st and goal, Kansas City at the Buffalo 3. Chiefs trying to make it a 2-score game. How you doing, Stud? You doing all right? How's the electrical business and all that? First and goal from the 3-yard line. Morris hands off to Manning. Touchdown. Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs go up 20-7. Well, this week we have high school football on Thursday night, so I won't be on Thursday. And if I'm on Friday, it'll probably be late. Maybe one game when I get in. And then Saturday is my birthday, believe it or not. And Evil Dead's birthday is 5 days later. The extra point by Philip Marks. Kick is up, and it's good. Chiefs lead it 21-7. Yeah, I'll be 21. Yes, I'll be 21. Misty goes 18. Chiefs lead it 21-7. 5:19 left to play here in the third quarter. Buffalo now is going to have to overcome a 2-touchdown deficit. Kansas City's been playing well tonight. And now Philip Marks will kick off. Yeah, Raiders Jets up next is right, Waldo. From the 4-yard line on the return. This is Landon Atkins out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, Buffalo. 5:16 left here in the third quarter. And we'll have college football after the Jets and the Raiders. It'll be Florida and Boston College. That's the next game on the schedule anyway. Buffalo from their own 25. 3 receivers to the near side, crossing the shotgun. Cross. Hands off to Franklin up the middle, and Franklin to the 31. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Mark Franklin on the carry. 5 minutes left now in the third quarter. If you're wondering where Evil Dead is, he's in the process of moving. So he's probably setting up his new house and everything. 2nd and 4 from the 31-yard line. Cross in the gun. 4 wide. Cross. Throws. Caught underneath. Nope. Incomplete. They were looking for Tom Hartman. He couldn't hold on. Hartman took a pretty good shot. Putting money on the Bills coming back. All right, Stud. We'll see. Waldo and Viking are hoping that's the case. They both took Buffalo in this one. 3 receivers to the far side. 3rd and 4. Cross in the shotgun. Hartman in motion. Cross. Looking. Cross. Throws downfield, and it's nearly picked off. Broken up by Darius Banks. They were looking for Tyson Crawford. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the Bills. 4th and 4 from the 31-yard line. Back to punt, Cedric Givens. Givens gets the punt away. From the 23-yard line on the return is Francis Floyd out to the 27-yard line. You were talking about the Texans earlier. Last night in my NFL, the Texans upset the Rams. The 3 games from yesterday, Dallas over the Cardinals 21-14, Seattle beat Denver 24-14, and the Texans beat the Rams 28-10. Those games are all on YouTube, of course. They're archived there. Texans played well. 1st and 10. Morris in the shotgun. 4 wide. Vaden in motion. Hands off to Manning. And Manning to the 31-yard line. A gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Put me down $1,500 for Bills comeback, Jamming. I don't know if anybody can match that bet, Stud. I can't afford that bet. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. 2nd and 6. Morris throws near side. Caught by Vaden. Out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll be a Kansas City 1st down. Well, that's not going to happen if the Bills don't get a stop here. If the Chiefs score again, That's going to make it hard for them to come back. 3:42 left here in the third. 4 wide, 1st and 10. Morris to Manning. And Manning to the 42. A gain of 4 yards. Tackle made by Tay Cousins, the defensive tackle. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Chiefs at their own 42-yard line. Buffalo needs a turnover or something in the worst way. 4 wide, Morris in the gun. Vaden in motion. Morris drops back, throws down the middle, caught by Kerwin across midfield, and Tom Kerwin to the 46-yard line. A 12-yard gain. 1st down, Kansas City. Under 3 minutes left now in the third quarter. Chiefs are starting to pull away from the Bills here. They're just dominating. I expected more from Buffalo out of this one. 1st and 10. 4 wide, Morris in the gun. Morris hands off to Manning, and Von Manning to the 37-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. 2.5 minutes left now in the third quarter. Second and 1 from the Buffalo 37. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun. Vaden in motion. Morris looking. Throws near side. Caught by Manning. And he's tackled immediately by John Henderson. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 1. Nice open field tackle by Henderson. Under 2 minutes now left to play in the third quarter. It'll be 3rd and 1. Chiefs come out. They spread the receivers out. Morris in the shotgun. Morris drops back. Morris throws, dumps it off to Manning, picks up the 1st down. A gain of just 2 yards, but it's enough for the 1st down. That'll move the chains. 1:30 left in the third. Kansas City now at the Buffalo 34-yard line, 1st and 10. They spread the receivers out again. Morris in the gun. Morris drops back, throws deep, and caught by James Cooper down to the 17-yard line. A 17-yard gain. 1st down, Kansas City. The veteran receiver in his 9th year at a Texas Christian. Leon Seals on the tackle. 1st and 10. Under a minute left here in the third. Chiefs at the Buffalo 17. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris hands off to Manning. And Manning to the 16. A gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. 40 seconds left now in the third quarter. Kansas City can make this a 3-score game with any type of score here. 4 wide, Morris under center, 2nd and 9. Hands off to Manning. Manning is actually going to lose a yard. Back to the 16. It'll be 3rd and 10. Ashley Morrison came up and made the tackle. Or Ashley Webster, the linebacker. We're down to 15 seconds. This should be the last play of the quarter, if they get the snap off in time. They do not. At the end of 3, Chiefs lead at 21-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. 3rd and 10 for the Chiefs at the Buffalo 16 as we start the fourth quarter. Morris takes the snap, throws underneath, and incomplete. Looking for Trey Graham. The pass was broken up. Breaking up the pass, number 23, Zach Kellogg, the defensive back. And now Philip Marks will come on. 4th and 10. This will be a 33-yard field goal attempt by Marks to put the Chiefs up by 17. The kick is up, and it's good. It's a 3-possession game. I'm confused how you do your seasons. Do you have different ones for each Madden or all the same? It's all the same. When a new Madden comes out, I just convert the rosters from the old Madden. It's a bit tedious, but I have them all written down. I got spoiled with 19 for the longest time. Didn't have to change games. It's a lot easier to update the rosters when you don't change games. This is my third season with 25. There's the kick from the 4-yard line on the return. This will be, I always get this guy's name wrong, Landon Atkins, out to the 26-yard line, and that's where Buffalo would take over. I was doing 19 for a while till it stopped working, but the roster on 19 is identical to the roster on 25. First and 10 from the 26-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Cross on the shotgun. First and 10. Cross looking. Cross throws and caught by Alden McGinnis out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 6. Who has won the most Super Bowls? It's a good question. I haven't had a repeat Super Bowl winner, though, since 22, and this is 36. Second and 4 from the 32-yard line. Hartman in motion. Hartman looking, throws outside, not Hartman, that was Cross to Hartman, out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, be 30 inches. Stud, are you watching this on a computer? Toggle down to the panels below. I have a list of all past champions in the panels. 30 inches from the 35-yard line, 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. Hartman in motion. Cross looking. Cross throws, and it's knocked away at the last second by Philip Eric, the safety. They're looking for David Scott, and that's going to bring up 4th down. I have a list. Oh, you're currently on the phone? All right. Buffalo going for it on 4th down. Single back, 4th and 1, Cross under center. Cross looking, Cross still looking, and he's going to get sacked back at the 27-yard line. Arthur Randall on the sack. A loss of 8. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a short field. Kansas City has absolutely dominated this game here tonight, especially here in the second half. They lead it 24-7. And now Buffalo not making it on 4th down. It's a very short field for the Chiefs. They have it at the Buffalo 27-yard line. The Chiefs can put this one away. It looks like Kansas City's going to be 8-2. Buffalo's going to fall to 6-4. It might be the Dolphins. First and 10 from the 27. Kansas City has won 3. I know that. Vaughn Manning out to the 23-yard line. But the Chiefs haven't won a Super Bowl in my sim seasons since sim season number 6. In fact, the Chiefs won 3 of the first 6 Super Bowls. Super Bowl 3, 5, and 6. Second and 6 from the 23-yard line, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. The last time Kansas City made the Super Bowl was sim season 16. They lost to Dallas. It's completed downfield to Kerwin, down to the 1-yard line. A 22-yard catch by Tom Kerwin. First and goal, Kansas City. The Raiders have won a few Super Bowls. I'm trying to think. Have the Broncos won one? No, they're 0-2. They've only been to 2 of them. They lost to the 49ers. That was Super Bowl 12, I believe. And then they lost to the Rams in 25. First and goal from the 1. Morris gets sacked back at the 5-yard line. On the sack, number 94, Ty Robinson, in his second year out of Nebraska. A loss of 4, be second and goal back at the 5-yard line. Buffalo needs a turnover in the worst way. Kansas City already up by 17. down to 5:52 and counting. Can you believe that Giant lost to the Broncos yesterday in real life? The Broncos scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. They were getting shut out until then. Epic collapse. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Morris in the gun. Morris throws and caught by Vaden down to the 1-yard line. When I first started Sim Season 1, I had turned all the teams into historic teams. I'll explain. Third and goal from the 1. 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Morris back. Morris looking. Throws to Vaden. Touchdown, Kansas City. No, he dropped it. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal. I had all the stats of the historic teams from when Madden used to have historic teams. I had them all written down. I'll explain again. 4th and goal from the 1. The Chiefs are going for it. Why not? In the offset eye. Kerwin in motion. Morris to Manning, and Manning is going to go nowhere. So the Chiefs come up empty on that drive. It'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo will take over at the 4-yard line. So in my very first Sim season, the Cowboys were like the 77 Cowboys with Staubach and Dorsett. The Dolphins were the 72 Dolphins with Zonka, Kick, Warfield, and all that. The Steelers had Bradshaw and Harris. The Vikings had Tarkington and Chuck Foreman, etc., etc., etc. And but I progressed to them every season since then. So players would get traded, they retired, whatever. It was actually the 77 Raiders, the team that beat the Vikings. Stabler, Bolitnikoff. 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line. Cross, hands off to Franklin. And Franklin 2 yards to the 6-yard line. Yep, the Vikings, well, at least they have one in my Sim season. In real life, they don't have any. They beat the Steelers in that one. I remember that game. 2nd and 8 from the 6-yard line. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross throws and caught by Alden McGinnis out to the 11-yard line. A gain of 4, be 3rd and 4. By the time I was at Sim Season 8 or so, none of the original players were still there. Except for Ray Guy. He lasted a lot of seasons. 3rd and 4 from the 11-yard line. Cross in the gun. 4 wide. Cross looking. Throws down the middle and caught by David Scott. And that'll be 13 yards out to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. In that very first Sim season, both the Bears and the Cowboys went 15-1. They didn't play each other in the regular season. Cross looking. 1st and 10. Cross. Still the gosh, he's got all day. Cross throws deep. And caught by David Scott out to the 24-yard line. No, he dropped it. Incomplete. Incomplete, but we have a penalty. Doesn't matter anyway. Legal man downfield on the Bills. The center. Still first down. It was an incomplete pass. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 back on the 19-yard line. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Throws near side. Incomplete. Anyway, the Cowboys and the Bears both went 15-1. I've only had 4 15-1 teams. 2 of them happened my very first season. They both lost in the opening round of the playoffs. The Bears lost to the Giants, and the Cowboys lost to the Packers. 2nd and 15 from the 19-yard line. Cross looking. Cross throws deep and caught by Scott, but he's out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down. I've never had an undefeated team. And then the Vikings in season 11 and 12, they went 15-1 back-to-back. Both seasons, they lost in the regular season to the Packers. 3rd and 15. Cross in the gun. Cross looking, throws, and caught by David Scott to the 28-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 4th and 6. The Vikings lost to the Packers in the regular season, both those seasons, for their one loss. And then in the first round of the playoffs, lost to the Packers again, both those seasons. I've never had a 15-1 team go past the first round of the playoffs. 4th and 6, Buffalo going for it. Cross, throws deep, caught by McGinnis, and he's going to go coast to coast. Touchdown. 72 yards, Alden McGinnis. How many Super Bowls have the Oilers won? 0. None. Of course, when they became the Titans, they weren't the Oilers anymore. 24-13 with 2:49 left. A 72-yard touchdown catch by Alden McGinnis. And Shane Van Auken will come on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Chiefs up 24-14. The Bills have made it a 2-score game. They'll probably kick the onside kick here. I've had 2 0-16 teams, and it happened during the same season. Season 12, the Ravens and the Saints both went 0-16. Obviously, they didn't play each other in the regular season. Onside kick by Van Auken. It's sitting there, and it's recovered by the Chiefs. Number 84, Travis Briggs, the rookie out of Florida State, recovers the onside kick. Kansas City will have it at the Buffalo 45, up by 10, 2:48 left. The last repeat Super Bowl winner I had was the Dolphins back in Super Bowl 22. Have not had a repeat winner since, back-to-back, I mean. First and 10 from the 45. That's a long time to go without a repeat champion. In the offset eye, Morris under center. Morris to Manning. And Manning bounces outside, and Manning to the 41-yard line, a gain of 4. When you look at the first, if you look at that panel I have down below, if you look at the first 21 seasons, there's a lot of back-to-back champions. Chiefs, Cowboys, Raiders, I believe, all back-to-back. 2nd and 6 from the 41. Morris, hands off to Manning as we hit the 2-minute warning. But you got to remember now, early on, the Dolphins, I mean, it was the 72 Dolphins. That was a stacked team. 3rd and 1 from the 36-yard line. Morris to Manning, and Manning to the 35. It's going to be 4th and inches. He does not pick up the first down. Buffalo takes a timeout. Miami won that first Super Bowl, but they didn't return for the longest time. Fourth and inches from the 35. The Chiefs will take a field goal attempt here. This will be from 52 yards. Philip Marks. The kick is up. And Marks misses it off to the left. Remains a 10-point game. Now if Buffalo can score quickly here, Miami lost a few Super Bowls too. They lost to the Panthers. I remember that game. That was a 9-7 game. That was a defensive game. I remember that one. They lost to the Lions about 6 or 7 seasons ago. And that was a shootout. The Lions won that one. 36-33, I think it was. First and 10, Buffalo, 4 wide. A minute 52 left. The Bills have a shot if they can get a quick score here. Cross in the shotgun. Scott in motion. Scott, no, it's caught by Franklin out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Bills. Clock is moving. They need to go to the hurry up or something here. No huddle offense. They're wasting time. 1:32. 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. They got to take a shot at the end zone here. Cross looking. Throws underneath. And that's a minor gain by McGinnis down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 6. 1:18 and counting. Chiefs up by 10, 24-14. Bills in the no huddle. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross throws and caught down the sideline by Hartman to the 17-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 23. And Buffalo takes a timeout. They have 1 left. Watch Buffalo. I can't believe this. Watch Buffalo make it a 1-possession game here. If they do, that's going to make this really interesting. I'd given Buffalo up for dead a moment ago. 4 wide, 1st and 10. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross looking. Gets good protection. Throws and incomplete. That was knocked away by Melvin Keith, the safety. 2nd and 10 from the 17. 54 seconds left. Everybody in tight, but 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Cross looking. Throws near side. Caught by Crawford down to the 11. That'll be a gain of 7. Clock is running. 3rd and 3 from the 11-yard line. Buffalo trying to hold on to that timeout. I would have used it myself. 35. Here we go. Down to 28 seconds. 4 wide. Cross back. Got to throw to the end zone. Cross underneath. And now they're forced to take a timeout as Franklin makes the catch at the 6-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6. Buffalo now out of timeouts. 22 seconds left. If the Bills score, people are going to think this was a close game. 3 wide to the far side. Cross in the shotgun. 1st and goal from the Kansas City 6. Cross looking. Throws near side. Incomplete. 18 seconds left. Second and goal from the 6-yard line. We have the Jets and the Raiders up next, our Monday night game. 3 wide to the far side. Cross in the shotgun. 2nd and goal. Hartman in motion. Cross looking. Cross looking. Cross. Throws to the end zone. Throws it away. 12 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6. They have to score like right now. And then get the onside kick and score again. Third and goal from the 6-yard line. 3 wide to the far side. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross wasting a lot of time. Throws and throws it away. 7 seconds left. They're not going to have enough time. This play will take at least 4 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. 4th and goal from the 6. 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. Cross. Looking. Taking a lot of time. Cross. Gets sacked. Be a turnover on downs. Sack was made by Daniel Spence, the linebacker. One more snap and the Chiefs win it. The Chiefs will go to 8-2. Buffalo will drop to 6-4. Buffalo now fighting for a wild card. They'll be 2 behind Miami, a game and a half behind the Jets. In the victory formation, they take a knee, and that's ball game. Your final score, Kansas City 24 and Buffalo 14. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Raiders Jets up next.